Well, welcome everybody to week 25 of the weekly mock competition. I am really excited to get into it today. There were some fantastic entries this week. Last week's challenge was to recreate your favorite duel scene, and there were some pretty great ones. I like this Cloud City one here. This one from Mustafar is really well done. I love the lava work on this one. It's got a fantastic mix of dark red elements, light red elements, and translucent elements. It's great. And then you got this really awesome Kenobi v Vader from the Kenobi show, and I'm just really impressed that the rock columns tilt like they do. Like, it's so subtle, but it's still noticeable enough, and I think it looks great. And then there's another Mustafar mock that's just at such a dynamic angle, and I just think it looks fantastic. So really good job to everybody. I had so much fun looking at the entries this week. They were all just stellar. But I gotta give the nod to FHT with his mock based on some of the comics to the Old Republic video games. Now, I'll be honest, I definitely did not choose this one for the aesthetics, because it does look aesthetically very pleasing. It looks pretty nice, but there were some other mocks that I just thought looked so much sleeker, cleaner, and just more enjoyable to look at. You know, mocks taking place inside of a hallway are always a little bit harder because either you gotta leave one wall completely off or you're looking at the back of the other wall, and it's not always the best. And so that is why FHT included a video here. Boom. How cool is that? Here, I'm gonna do it in slow-mo a couple more times because I think that this is just one of the most bonkers, fantastic, just all-around coolest play features I've ever seen. You know, the official duel sets from LEGO, they've all been passes for me. I don't really get them. I don't really care about them or want them. But if I saw this on a shelf, I would buy it just for this play feature. And then he's also got some closer pictures of the build without the walls so that you can see how it looks with the floor together, and then the floor apart with all the fire and flames coming up underneath them. But seriously, if I was a kid, I would play with this for hours on end. And even now, as an adult, I probably still would play with it for hours on end. This mock was so good. I'm so glad that you entered for this week. I loved seeing it and editing this video because that meant that I got to watch the video of the floor opening up a bunch of times. And again, thank you to everybody else who entered. I think that this is maybe my favorite series to do just because I love to see what you guys come up with, and it's just a lot of fun. And so I guess that means it's time to talk about next week. Next week, I want to see you guys design your own diorama, specifically in a small scale. You know, there are always plenty of dioramas just with trees and rocks and minifigures, but I want to see some miniature shipbuilding skills with the background. And all you have to do to enter for next week is send an email to crazydogsubmissions@gmail.com containing anywhere between 2-6 pictures of your mock. And also let me know what name I should credit you with and what week number you're submitting for. Make sure to have your submissions in by the end of Wednesday, and I will judge all of the submissions on Thursday and release a video with the winner and the next week's competition that Friday. I look forward to receiving your email for next week. But until then, go ahead and check out a video on the end screen now. I come out with new content all the time, and some of it is pretty hilarious.